Caitlin Clark has made history.
8 assists, 15 points in the first half. Looking to add to her tally. Ooh, look out.
On an unforgettable night destined to be etched into the annals of WNBA history, Caitlin Clark didn't just break records. She shattered any lingering doubt about her claim to the Rookie of the Year title. In an electrifying display of skill, determination, and pure dominance, Clark delivered a career-defining performance against none other than Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Before we dive into the jaw-dropping stats and game-changing moments, make sure to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for all the details. Clark's breathtaking night saw her tally an incredible 31 points, 12 assists, and 4 rebounds, a performance that not only demonstrated her individual brilliance but showcased her ability to elevate her entire team. To put this into perspective, Clark led in every critical offensive category while maintaining a level of efficiency that would leave even seasoned veterans envious. But it wasn't just about the scoring. Those 12 assists highlighted Clark's versatility and unselfishness on the court. She's not just a prolific scorer, she's a true leader, orchestrating plays and ensuring her teammates shine alongside her. And here's the kicker. She achieved all of this in limited minutes. With just over 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, Clark was already comfortably seated on the bench, the game firmly in hand. Imagine the numbers she could have posted with more time on the floor. Before this game, many believed the race for Rookie of the Year was tightly contested, with Angel Reese being a serious contender. However, after tonight's display, that debate seems all but settled. While Clark soared with her 31 points and commanding presence, Reese had a night to forget, managing just 10 points and 11 rebounds. When compared side by side, Reese's performance paled in comparison, leaving no doubt about who truly deserves the crown of rising star in the WNBA. The impact was undeniable, not just in the stats but on the scoreboard as well. With Clark at the helm, the Indiana Fever completely dominated, closing the third quarter with a commanding 98-74 lead. By the time Clark took her seat, the outcome was all but decided. The Chicago Sky, led by Reese, simply had no answers to Clark's brilliance. But this wasn't just about individual accolades or jaw-dropping numbers. Clark's performance epitomized how one player can transform an entire team. Her court vision, decision-making, and ability to dictate the pace of the game made her teammates better, creating opportunities and raising the level of play for everyone around her. In stark contrast, Reese appeared lost and struggled to positively influence her team's performance. In a head-to-head showdown that many anticipated would be closely contested, Clark didn't just edge out Reese. She delivered a masterclass in basketball, leaving no room for debate. Right from the opening tip, Clark made it clear she was on a mission. She set the tone in the very first quarter, establishing herself as the undeniable force on the court. The electrifying energy that filled the arena reached a fever pitch when Caitlin Clark hit a three-pointer that not only silenced the Chicago Sky's crowd, but also made a clear statement of her dominance. However, it was in the second quarter that Clark truly entered what can only be described as killer mode. In a sequence that left fans in awe, she hit 3 almost consecutive three-pointers, each more impressive than the last. But what really caught everyone's attention was a shot from what felt like an eternity beyond the three-point line. This basket was so spectacular that even the Sky fans couldn't help but rise to their feet in astonishment. These plays didn't just contribute to the score, they epitomized Clark's absolute control over the game. She wasn't just playing basketball, she was orchestrating a masterpiece. With her teammates merely following the rhythm of her symphony, Clark's performance wasn't just a showcase of individual brilliance. It was about her transforming the Indiana Fever and elevating their prospects for the season. Let's put this in context. The Fever finished the previous season with a disheartening 13-27 record, a far cry from playoff contention. Yet, with Clark at the helm, they are now firmly positioned to make a serious run for the postseason. The victory over the Chicago Sky wasn't just another win, it was a bold declaration of intent. The final score, 118-81, wasn't just a blowout, it was a statement that the Fever are no longer the underdogs. They are legitimate playoff contenders, and with Clark's influence, they might just have the tools to compete for a championship. What's even more impressive is how Clark's play has positively impacted her teammates. Aaliyah Boston, for instance, has flourished thanks to Clark's pinpoint passes, and the chemistry between them is becoming a nightmare for opposing defenses. Beyond the assists, it's Clark's contagious confidence that has fueled the Fever's rise. It's visible in the way her teammates now play. They have a renewed belief that they can compete with and beat anyone, on any given night. This champion mentality is exactly what a young team needs to establish itself as a force in the league, and with Clark leading the charge, it's clear the Fever are far from a one-player team looking toward the playoffs. The Fever now have a weapon that very few teams can match. Clark isn't just another rookie. She's a game-changer capable of altering the course of a series. Her ability to create plays out of thin air, hit clutch shots, and remain unflappable under pressure makes her the perfect postseason asset. In sum, Clark is doing more than just having an exceptional rookie season. She's reshaping what it means for a rising star to leave a lasting mark on her franchise. However, Caitlin's dominance didn't go unnoticed by the Chicago Sky. Unfortunately, their frustration boiled over in a moment that is regrettable for the sport. In the dying moments of the game, with the Fever already in control, we witnessed a distressing incident during a transition play. Clark was shoved from behind by a Sky player, clearly a sign of mounting frustration. Clark fell to the floor, causing a brief moment of concern for both Fever and WNBA fans. This incident, however, speaks volumes about the kind of impact Clark is having on the league. She isn't just winning games, she's getting under the skin of her opponents. The Sky, a respected team with formidable stars of their own, had been reduced to unsportsmanlike behavior in an attempt to halt Clark's brilliance. Fortunately, Clark quickly rose to her feet, smiling as she walked off the court, showing the kind of resilience that has become synonymous with her name. That smile spoke volumes. It said, "You can knock me down, but you'll never stop me." It was the smile of a player who knows not only that she's won the game, but that she has cemented her place among the league's best. Caitlin Clark's confidence isn't arrogance. It's a quiet, unshakable certainty of a player who is poised to dominate the WNBA for years to come. But we must also recognize the evolution of Coach Christy Sides, who has been pivotal in helping Clark unlock her potential. At the start of the season, there were doubts about whether Sides could maximize Clark's immense talent. But as we saw in this game, those doubts have been put to rest. Coach Sides' strategy was flawless, allowing Clark to shine while also ensuring the rest of the roster contributed effectively. Most notably, she didn't try to force Clark into an existing system but instead built the Fever's offense around her unique skill set. The result was a fluid, unpredictable offense that left the Sky's defense utterly bewildered. Sides' game management was equally impressive, knowing precisely when to press and when to rest Clark. It's clear now that while Clark deserves all the praise for her outstanding performance, Coach Sides has also grown into a coach who knows how to build a championship-caliber team around her star. With all of this in mind, we must ask, is there any doubt left about who deserves the Rookie of the Year title? In my opinion, Caitlin Clark's performance in this game solidified her as the undisputed winner of that award. With 31 points, 12 assists, 4 rebounds, and a 5 of 9 shooting percentage from beyond the arc, these aren't just rookie numbers, they are MVP-caliber statistics. Clark's showdown against Angel Reese, a highly anticipated matchup, didn't just see her outplay her rival, it saw her completely overshadow Reese, who struggled to make an impact. This game showcased that Caitlin Clark isn't just a rising star, she's already in a league of her own. Her influence on the Indiana Fever is undeniable.